Life isn't about having the perfect plans or dreaming of distant goals. It's about taking real actions and making deliberate moves every single day to turn those dreams into reality. Success is never built on thoughts or preparations alone. It requires action. You can read hundreds of books, listen to countless podcasts, take detailed notes, and create meticulous plans. But none of that will matter if you don't take action. Life doesn't wait for anyone, and if you want change, you have to start doing, not just thinking, today.
Dude, don't just read this book. Don't just listen to the podcast. Don't just watch videos online. Don't just take notes. Don't just study them. Don't just share them with your friends. Don't just plan. Don't just mark your calendar. Don't just get motivated. Don't just talk. Don't just think. Don't just dream. No, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is that you actually do. So do.
You see, I'm a firm believer that perspective drives performance every day of the week. Like I'm a firm believer how an individual view what they do will always affect how they do what they do. Y'all gotta start loving your life. Be comfortable on who you are. If you come from a family right now that's broke, use that to your advantage. I use that to my advantage that I was a high school dropout, that I was home with. I love dealing with a dude who died because he come from money. He better than me. Let's go. Let's go. You got money, but do you got that dog? Yeah, you got money, you got privilege, but do you got that dog? Do you got that stamina? So, yeah, you might have something I don't have right now, but if I work hard, I can have what you have.
Whenever I face anything that sounds ever anything sucks, I like it. It's gonna make me tougher. It's going to give me a good story to tell. It's going to toughen my mind when something sucks good. It's gonna make me tougher, and it's gonna make us stronger. So bring it. Sit on your bed one day and ask yourself, what remarkably stupid things am I doing on a regular basis to absolutely screw up my life? And if you actually ask that question, but you have to want to know the answer, right? Because that's actually what asking the question means. It doesn't mean just mouthing the words. It means you have to decide that you want to know. You'll figure that's out so fast it'll make your hair curl. What would happen if you consulted yourself about the best possible outcome for you? You might get an answer.
When people are truly passionate about what they do, you just get a chemical rush. You get the energy. You become more resourceful. When someone who doesn't have passion, they don't really want to be there anyway, they will give up way easier because they're not having a good time. It's not in them. Don't try to change the world unless you seek change the way a man whose head is on fire seeks a pond.
Because at the end of the day, when the clock stops, I'll just be real with you. I'm not a stats guy, I'm not a numbers guy, I'm a heart guy, but when it's all said and done, nobody's showing up at somebody's funeral saying, man, you saw the square footage of his own. Oh man, you saw his car, you saw his Rolls Royce, how about his bank account? They're showing up talking about impact. They're showing up talking about moments. They're showing up talking about connection. I'm not one of these guys that claim I know everything, but I do know this in life. People don't burn out because of what they do. People burn out because life makes them forget why they do it.
So another year has come and gone, and a lot of us in the sake of place we were last year, but we can wait on, we sleep 1/3 of our lives, and we think we can take days off. We think we have the right to sit back and give ourselves options on which way we're gonna go in life. Am I gonna run today? Am I gonna work out today? Was Christmas, it's New Year's, it's my birthday. You think time gives that is Christmas, that is New Year's, that's your birthday. You give me something to me and options. Let me tell you one thing, time is running out. Keep on sitting around wondering. What you want to do, just give a lot of time. So make sure you do one thing. Stop following the crowd. They may take time off, but you can't afford to stay home.
The comfort zone is dangerous. When you're comfortable, you are at most dangerous. You should never feel comfortable. You should be happy and dissatisfied. Anybody ever tell you, hey, look, you know what? Just be satisfied with what you got. Don't believe them. Get them away from them. Should never be satisfied with what you got, because the attempt to get more makes you into something better all the time. Don't take it for granted. No, every second you get it isn't painful. You should cherish.
I would always say, what would I tell my future son? Because if I can't tell him to get through adversity right now, if I can't tell him to keep pushing through, if I can't say, if I don't live that, if I don't live through that, how am I going to ever give him genuine advice one day to get through it on his own?
Yes, life can be overwhelming. That's the way life works. It is going to throw problems at you, and it is going to throw them at you all at the same time. This is the way life works.
But let me tell you, that does not mean give up fighting. Let these challenges raise you up. Let them elevate you. Let their demands and their trials make you stronger. Let the adversity you face today turn you into a better person tomorrow.
At the end of the day, everything boils down to action, real, consistent, and intentional action. Not ideas, not hopes, not dreams, but actual steps taken in the direction of your goals. The world doesn't reward people for what they intend to do. It rewards those who show up, who work relentlessly, and who refuse to quit even when the odds are stacked against them. You can have the best plans written down in a notebook, the most inspiring vision board hanging on your wall, or the most detailed to-do list staring at you every morning. But none of that will matter unless you take action. Think about this. How many people have dreams that never see the light of day? How many people talk about the things they could do or should do, yet never do them? The graveyard is full of unfulfilled potential, unfinished ideas, and untold stories. Don't let that be you. Don't let hesitation, fear, or doubt rob you of the life you were meant to live. The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment to start. You'll never feel completely ready, and the circumstances will never be ideal. But success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It only shows up when you show up. And showing up isn't just about being present. It's about being committed. It's about waking up every single day and choosing to fight for what you want, even when you're tired, even when you're scared, and even when it feels impossible. It's about refusing to let excuses dictate your life. It's about silencing that voice in your head that tells you to take it easy or to quit because it's too hard. The truth is, growth happens when you're uncomfortable. Strength is built when you face resistance. Confidence is developed when you overcome adversity. So don't run from the struggle, embrace it. Let it shape you, let it teach you, and let it make you stronger. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're capable of more. Every setback is a lesson that prepares you for the next level. And every failure is just a stepping stone on the path to success. The only way you lose is if you quit. Stop waiting for the right time, because it doesn't exist. Stop looking for shortcuts, because there aren't any. Success isn't about luck, it's about discipline. It's about putting in the work when no one is watching. It's about sacrificing what's easy for what's meaningful. It's about waking up earlier, staying up later, and doing what others won't so you can achieve what others can't. And when life gets tough, and it will, don't back down. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let failure define you. Remember, the people who succeed in life aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who kept going when it was hard. They're the ones who refused to let setbacks break them. They're the ones who believed in themselves when no one else did. Because at the end of your life, no one is going to ask you how many dreams you had. They're going to ask what you did with them. No one is going to care how many hours you spent planning. They're going to care about what you built. No one is going to praise you for what you intended to do. They're going to remember what you actually accomplished. And when it's all said and done, the legacy you leave behind won't be measured by the things you own, the titles you held, or the money in your bank account. It will be measured by the lives you touched, the impact you made, and the stories people tell about you. It will be defined by the moments you showed up, the times you refused to quit, and the ways you made others feel inspired to do more, be more, and dream bigger. So don't settle, don't wait, don't make excuses. Start now, right now. Take one step and then take another. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Let your effort outshine your intentions. Be the kind of person who doesn't just dream, but does. Be the kind of person who shows up every day ready to give it everything they've got. Because at the end of the day, your life is what you make of it. The clock is ticking and time isn't slowing down. Stop wasting. Stop waiting for permission. Stop hoping for the right moment. The moment is now. Your future is waiting. And the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the action you're willing to take today. So don't just think about it. Don't just talk about it. Don't just dream about it. Do it, and don't stop until you've built the life you've always imagined.